So it's Friday. I'm very happy that it's like now the end of the week because this week has been truly like kind of a long week. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I don't know why I had this boost of energy to make this video, but I'm like in the mood to talk about my feelings. And yeah, so I woke up this morning not feeling the best. I basically like had some breakfast. I had a shower, right, and I did all these like things in the morning. So, do you know, like in the morning you do habits like brushing your teeth, having a shower, you know, watching YouTube if you have time, if you go work or college. I was doing just those small habits in the morning to like get me going, and it felt like none of it was working, and I was like, why am I not? Because I did those habits, and I was like, okay, by now I should feel better in my mood. Um, and I was just like kind of confused. I was like, well, surely like by now I'll feel better, but I don't know. It's like, and then after I listened to a podcast, I still wasn't kind of motivated, and that's where like I had a nap for a while, and I just reflected on my life, like my career, like my financial life, like kind of everything going on. And a lot of this shit doesn't fucking matter. Like, we are living on a floating rock. I realize there are so many things in my life that don't actually matter as much as I am making it out to be. Um, and that's the problem with like overthinking and anxiety. You almost get lost in like all the thoughts and like everything in your head that you can't really know what's going on from an art perspective and like from an observer point of view. Um, and that's what it was like for me. Like, I was looking at everything in my life, but I wasn't seeing what I can do to change it or how to improve it. But I know by like just me express myself like in this video, it's a step forward to like creating change, but also being my authentic self. Um, and yeah, like I think with overthinking, I've always been able to get through it by like journaling, um, because it's like me releasing all my thoughts. But yeah, it's just like I feel as if we all take time for granted. Like, there's so many things I've wanted to do, and I've been like, oh, I'll just do that tomorrow, or I'll do that like another day because there's no point in doing it today. Today is all you've got. Like, a lot of people think, oh, if I just like wait till tomorrow, I'll feel better and I'll do it. That ain't gonna happen. Like, a lot of the time, if you feel the motivation to do something and you don't act on it, you're probably not gonna feel as motivated to do it the next day because you're not acting upon the idea, and as a result, you're not gonna give the right kind of outcome to your idea or the right, you know, what it's supposed to give. Um, so yeah, and I think in my life, like, I'm getting to know myself more, but also I'm trying to be more confident. I'm not trying, I am confident, but it's like I struggle with confidence because I know growing up, like, people would constantly say to me, what you're saying is bullshit, what you're saying doesn't matter, he's stupid. And I realised up until this point, I've let all these subconscious beliefs and like kind of doubts, I've believed them, and I've subconsciously like taken them onto my personality when that's not who I am. Like, who Ash is confident and strong and self-assured, and he knows what, you know, he needs to do in life, and he's not afraid of making decisions or overthinking. And it's like, it's okay to be shy, it's okay to, you know, want to be quiet. It's not a bad thing, but I think like sometimes when so many things happen to us, and like with me, what I've been through, it's not to say that it's anyone's really fault. Like we just have bad things happen to us in life, but I think overall we will have a choice on what we do with that like pain and how we use that. And I think with me, I'm now being able to like get rid of my old self and step into the new version of me, which is more confident and like knows who he is. Because the problem is like with your mind, it always likes to play tricks on you, and it will find like the most stupidest thing to focus on, and you kind of don't see it in the moment, but sometimes your mind will like make you think that you need to do something and you actually don't, or you know, you'll be avoiding so many things that you want to do, like your dreams, your passions, stuff that you love. That could be like a hobby of yours, just anything that you like want to do and like do it in the future. You prolong that passion because you're either in a state of fear, fight or flight, or like analysis paralysis. Do you know what I mean? Like these things will keep us stuck from doing what we truly want to do. And you've got to think like life is a very short thing. Like a lot of us don't know when we're gonna die. A lot of us don't know how our life is gonna unfold. So it's like the more you tell yourself and lie to yourself, like, oh, you know, I have tomorrow, or it's better off to just wait it out. Like, no, absolutely not. You have now, and now is now. Like, there's no other time. Do you know what I mean? Like, time is really an illusion. It's not a thing. You only have now in this present moment. Like the past and future don't exist, babes. Like, as much as you can say that, they don't. You only have now, and now is like the time to act on things that you really want to do and what you're passionate about. And I think if you're someone, and I'm like someone right now who's willing to do stuff like and actually act on it, but it's like don't completely change your life to the point where like you're broke and like you're on the streets and like shit's bad. Like I don't mean do that, but definitely take steps towards wanting to be yourself. And once you do that and just do it consistently, you're going to be able to, you know, fully embody the version of you that you want to become. And fear's just an illusion. Fear is a fucking illusion, okay? I need you to know this. I probably might just be watching this video after this, but fear is something that's just there to keep you stuck and stagnant and complacent. That's it. That's it. Fear is just to keep you stuck and stagnant. It's not real. It's not there. It's a fucking illusion. You've got to see that, because a lot of us think that, you know, fear in our life is like a real thing. It's not. It's what's holding you back from your true potential. It's what's keeping you from achieving the things that you want to achieve and living the life that you actually desire and you want to live in the future. You know what I mean? Like, it's not actually real. And I'm such a strong person that I've come to know that now, but it took me such a fucking long time to realise that. And it's like with other people as well. It's like a sudden moment, like you're almost like, oh my god, wait, what? Like I've held myself back for this long because of something that isn't even there. And I think the important part of like ending this message is like it's other people's opinions and judgments that often create that fear of like not acting on what you want to do because of that kind of thing. You just gotta go for it. You just gotta fucking go for it. If you're that dissatisfied with your life right now, and I wouldn't say ungrateful, so like, don't ruin everything in your life if it's actually okay. But if you have the free time to act on passions that you love and you're living your life but it's not really what you want it to be, listen, act on those passions, because you're only going to regret not acting on things that you actually love. And until you act on those things that you love, you're just going to feel stuck in the same place. Like, you're never going to grow, nothing's going to change, you're never going to evolve until you take the steps to actually change your life and actually act on the passions that you want. So yeah, I'm very glad that I made this video, and I hope it reaches people out there. I'm manifesting that this fucking gets to someone and they click on this video. But yeah, act on your passions, do what scares you, because this life that we have, it's not promised. It's really short actually, and I think the more you tell yourself that, like, life is short, the more fearful you'll become to take the steps to actually do what you love. Because if you tell yourself, I have time, I have this, you're delusional. You're more delusional than me, because you're acting as if you know when you're gonna die or how much time you have left. You don't. You only have now, and now is the time to act on things that you want to do.